Lia Salvador from Hilmar, two of the most prominent serving runs, not only of the match, but of your entire career. An 8-point run behind the line to open up set 2, a 7-point run behind the line to clinch it in set 3. And Leo, we get to say for the first time that Hilmar State champion. What's in your heart? How special is this?
This is really special. Last year I was on the team and I got to play as right back as a DS. And then the team that went before that, 2018, was my first cousin's team, so it's kind of staying in the family. So it's really special that one of us could finally bring it home. And you know, I've really worked on serving it with beach volleyball that I play and in school, and I was practicing my runs in NorCals, and I'm just so glad it came through in this game. I feel like it kind of changed our energy. Like, we were kind of nervous and we had a newfound confidence after we got that rung, so we're like, we know we got this, you know, like, look at this. So I was really, really proud and happy.
I'm so glad that you touched upon your versatility on the beach. You know, it seemed like you were attacking them as if there were only 2 people over there. Sometimes is that a fair assessment?
Yeah, it definitely is. And it's like, you know, in beach you kind of choose someone to pick on, like the worst hitter, you pick on them. So I'm very used to spot serving or going through like a seam or being like, you know what, I'm going between these 2 people. The libero's not my issue. You know, you're not trying to serve them.
Right.
So it very much was. It gives me that like killer mindset even on a serve. So yeah, it definitely helps. Beach helped me a lot.
Obviously, comparison is the thief of joy, so I'm not asking you to compare last year's team with this year's team, but just having been in this exact gymnasium, having understood what the travel is like, just getting mentally prepared, emotionally prepared, physically prepared, how good was that for, I mean, obviously Joanna's new, but she's a very elite player for her age, but for the group that was here last year against South Pasadena, just how, I mean, obviously the motivation spoke for itself, but just, you know, you don't know until you know, so how beneficial was that?
It was really beneficial, I think, not even just the motivation, but just like the self-reflection. I think it showed us last year that we kind of maybe got a little too confident in the first 2 sets, or like that the other team adapted and that we did it, you know? We needed to adapt, and that's the game of volleyball. Like, they could put in new blockers, they could put in, so this year it really helped. Like, I gave a big speech in the locker room, I was like, guys, like, we need to adapt, you know? Like, they could adapt to us, but we're a really good team and we have a lot of really good girls, and it kind of just was really about instilling confidence. I feel like we didn't have enough of that last year. We had a lot more, like they said, like nerves and anxiety. So even on the drive up, I tried, like me and some of my other senior teammates, like we tried to make it the most positive experience, make sure everybody got enough sleep. Like, you really had to make it positive and confident, because you can't win if you don't believe you're gonna win. And I think we all instilled that in them, like in the locker room, like, we got this win. We talked about everything. We had a scout report. We went over it before the game. So just the prep and the mindset of all of us kind of being like, okay, it's stayed, but we need to act like it's any game, because we need to stay focused and calm and confident. I think that was the biggest thing I've learned this season, honestly, that I feel like we didn't have as much sometimes, was confidence this season. Can be such a game changer in someone's game.
That confidence led to this group being finishers. The narrative of last year against South Pasadena was being able to finish. They had a set point in the first set. You rallied and finished. You had the big surges because of your serving, you know, at the end of the second and third sets. Like, how meaningful is it that group that might not have been able to complete the mission last year became the finishers and closed the deal this year?
I mean, I think it just shows that there's so much growth that can happen in volleyball, that you can never need to give up. And I'm so proud of us, because a lot of us now are seniors. Like, now this year we do have 6 girls leaving. So we had a lot of juniors on the team last year that stayed this year, and I'm so glad we got to see it through, because I know, like, we knew we could do better last year, and we had that fight in us. And I know I'm so proud of them to see their growth, and just not even just as players, but as people. You know, it shows that you can grow and adapt, and that's going to be something we can carry on with us throughout life. And it's such a great accomplishment, like a trophy to show our growth as people.
Fantastic job, Leah. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.